Welcome to this week's program, The Third Eye. In this week's program, we shall look at strategies that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, is using to be able to see himself in State House in 2022. Welcome. Mobilization has started. Teams are being formed. Everyone is moving around to ensure that the voters will choose him or her. For the top seat, Dr. William Samoei Ruto is focused. He is mobilizing. He is doing all that which is possible to ensure he wins this, what is billed to be a hotly contested poll in 2022. COVID may have slowed things. Initially, the Deputy President appeared to have lost it. Why? Because he was lost. People were asking, where is Deputy President William Samoei Ruto? But he emerged and he gave statements and he's been around. But what has he been doing when he was away? What strategies was he putting in place? How do we then analyze and see what he's planning right now to give his opponents a run for their money? Strategy number one. Since 2013, and even before, the Deputy President has wanted to depict himself as a self-made politician, as a chicken seller who rose from down to be the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Indeed, he's the first holder of that office with those kind of powers, because he was President Uhuru Kenyatta's running mate twice, 2013 and 2017, and they made it. And now his eyes are focused on the big prize. So he has fashioned himself as the fighter for the ordinary Kenyan, as a hustler, if you wish, as a person who has risen through the ranks from the lowest to the highest. And this is what he wants to sell to other ordinary Kenyans, who are majority, of course, that you can make it. Are people buying? Will they buy this narrative? Time will tell. Number two, apart fashioning himself as a poor person, as somebody who rose from the ashes, unlike the dynasties, here to mean those rich individuals, and we know them in Kenyan politics, he has also focused on the youth vote, knowing very well the percentage of the vote, the youth vote in Kenya being more than 60%. He focused on the youth. And now he is forming groups of the youth. We have Ruto na Vijana, Vijana na Ruto, and other online groups who are mobilizing the vote silently for Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Will that work? We will be telling you very soon. But that is something he has done. And what has he done to these youth? He has even donated to these youth groups various things. There will be motorcycles, there will be tanks, there will be all major kind of supports focused on endearing himself to the youth of this country in different parts. Number three, he's focused on the women and the vote which the women have, knowing very well women are also majority voters in this country. Inua Mama is a project which he started to counter what his competitors had started. So this lobby group, which is among other people led by nominated Senator Omanga, also Alice Wahome from Murang'a, Aisha Juma from the coast, and others, is meant to help Dr. William Samoei Ruto penetrate the youth vote. He has been engaged in various activities which these women have in various parts of the country. It's a way of penetrating and ensuring the women vote is consolidated for him. More importantly, There is the religious angle to this. Dr. William Samoei Ruto has fashioned and shown himself to be a religious person. He has always had meetings in churches to fundraise for various projects which are related to religion, the churches, the mosques, and he has been attending fundraisers for a long time, not only this year or last year, but he has fashioned himself to be a person who loves people of religion. Christians, pastors always is receiving delegations at Karen to discuss how to help churches to cultivate the image of a God-fearing and generous person, because he helps them in various projects related to their churches in various parts of the country. Before that, he actually, the movement of Tanga Tanga came out of that, because it was from these projects that were the MPs and he himself were named to be going around the country doing this. And he has cut up that image as a God-fearing person. In fact, he has an altar in his current home, and this altar is supposed to be a prayer center for himself, the wife, Ms. Rachel Ruto, and the family, and other people who come to visit him. So this is one of those things, strategies he's using, and in fact, in most cases, he has used this to sanctify himself, to wash himself, if you wish, of the sins which mad others have been throwing to him. Competitors have been saying, oh, this man is engaged in corruption. But he's a man of God. So it's a strategy he has used very well. The other strategy, which is the fifth strategy, is fundraisers. Since 2013, he has cut an image of a person who is helping different places of worship, different projects. There will be schools, there will be fundraisers for different projects, for youth, for women, for community projects, and he has been everywhere in this country. In fact, in uncountable times, he's been seen in central Kenya, he's been seen in Coast, he's been seen in Rift Valley, his home ground, in Nyanza, and other many places. That is one of those other fifth strategy, which he has used. And in so doing, he has had many MPs supporting from various parts of the country to ensure that they identify for him MCAs, MPs, governors, which projects for a long time to go and sponsor or support in various parts of the country. And he has actually endeared himself in so doing. The other issue, strategy, which is sixth, he has had appointment in different parts of the country to ensure his activities are coordinated. Central Kenya, we know which MPs have been supporting him and taking him there, to the detriment of the president. And the president actually has been warning him that, please stop this tanga-tanga, stop these early campaigns, because that is his strategy, and he has continued to maintain it. In Central Kenya, in Coastal Region, in Nairobi, in Nyanza, in Western, he has been using this. Lastly, but not least, he has lately been using victimhood. What do I mean? He has cut an image of a person, of an individual, who what he calls the system has targeted, the government has targeted in his in anti-corruption efforts, that it is him who is being targeted. It is his friends who are being targeted. It is his voters who are being targeted. And because of this, some have been seen to retract or to fall back from their earlier positions to support him, or they have actually gone silent. And that is why the other day he was telling his supporters to be patient with him as he mobilizes, as he plans, so that in future, very soon, they will see good things happening. Because the system, according to him, he is targeting him through investigations, through targeting his own supporters. And so he is playing victim. He is playing the weaker candidate. He is playing into the gallery of Kenyans by showing that, look here, I am a very good man. But what is happening is that there are people who do not want me to ascend to the throne. That is the presidency of this country. And that is why they are targeting me. Apart from that, What is certain is that 2022 is going to be a race like never before. And everyone is planning. The Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya will be planning. But other competitors will be planning. Whoever they will be, they are not asleep. But the Deputy President has his work cut out, and he will do his best, as has been seen, to ensure that his focus, even if it is through BBI or elsewhere, he is planning through his advisors and through his teams and through those strategies I've explained, taxi him to State House. Until next week, when we shall have another analysis, it's bye for now.